The resetting endgame content in Chaos Zero Nightmare is a problem, and it's a problem caused by copying somebody else's homework. It's very obvious that this is a copy of Star Rail's MOC, Memory of Chaos, and it's just not good. It doesn't work for this game. It's like copying a homework from another class. It doesn't work. For Star Rail, this turn thing works because there's barely any RNG. You can reset a fight over and over again, and you can choose the same actions over and over again with a small variation with who the enemy attacks. But for most of the time, around 99% the same exact. You can make the same exact decisions unless you rely on characters getting hit for energy or some shit. However, for Chaos Zero Nightmare, how do I say this name in a CZN? However, for CZN, it's full RNG. The start of the fight, you can have outbreak cards guaranteed, but for the rest of the fight, it is so RNG that putting turn limitations on a content just does not make sense. This game should not have copied that thing from Star Rail, but rather this game should have just taken the route of Arknights, where there's no time limit to a stage and you can do all the mental gymnastics you want to clear a stage. You can clear it however you want. That should have been the route that this game chose. And as an alternative solution that I would like to present for this resetting endgame content, and it's not even a crazy solution, bro. It's very simple. Just remove the turn limit, but instead give the enemies a stacking morale after turn 6. Maybe like 3 morale per turn after turn 6. Honestly, I feel like 3 is too low. I fought the crab boss in the chaos mode, and it gets a morale for every water bubble thing, and it doesn't really hit that much. So I feel like, maybe even 5 morale per turn after turn 6. That way the enemies start to hit really much harder, and they get to keep the turn pressure that they want in this game mode. But it doesn't end. It's not the end. Right, when you hit turn 6, it's just over. Obviously it's not over, it's just turn 6 because it's 2 sides, and to get full stars you need 12. You only have 12 turns, so like half of that is 6. But my point is that remove the turn limit, but make the fights harder after turn 6. That way people don't have to rush a boss or a stage, because it's just ridiculous, bro. The gameplay for CZN is really good, but putting this time limit, really, an example really that I would want to make is Arknights. In Arknights, you have all the time to clear a stage. This means you can do all the mental gymnastics you want, as long as you know how to stall and how to how to stall a boss, how to prevent things from moving or attacking, all the mental gymnastics, bro. And you will still clear the stage all the same, no matter how long it takes. That should have been how CZN works, because it just suits that much more. Removing turn cycles really opens up more player expression in this game, because you can see it when you play Chaos mode and you play counter teams. I haven't played it personally, but I've seen it and it's very interesting. But those teams need to get attacked, and for something that limits turns, as someone who plays Star Rail, it is very miserable when your team relies on getting hit for them to do something, because the enemies don't always attack, and even worse is that the enemies don't always attack the right character, and it's a miserable waiting game. This cycle turn thing is really just not fit in this game, bro. They need to remove it. It's not too late. It's still so early in the game, and they could easily make this change. Instead of a turn mechanic, put a frenzy mechanic instead. It's much more fitting for this game. That's it. That's all I have to say. Remove the turn mechanic, replace it with a frenzy mechanic. 5 morale per turn after turn 6. I think that's very reasonable. It's still a big threat because it has a big damage buff for the enemy, but it still gives an option for players to play differently. We don't the player isn't forced to play high damage teams. Instead, we can play defensively instead. That's it. I think that's all I have to say. I really like this game and I really enjoy playing this game. I spent a lot of time in the past week playing this game because it's a lot of fun. Except for the RNG and the chaos mode where you remove a skill and they put it back. It's very uncool that this chaos mode has another problem of itself, but I think it's more important to address the resetting endgame content because there's so many ways you can express how you play the game by not just by matching different characters but also modifying their decks and how they work, how their cards work, and just stop limiting people's skill expression in this game. Remove the turn limit. Just do it. It's not too late. It's still the first week of the game. It can be very easily done. Just do it. Just do it, bro. Before it's too late.